Marketing can slide to the bottom of the priority list in tough economic times. However, one company is helping businesses stay in the spotlight. PR outfit PUBQUE, promising to secure media coverage for its clients or work for free until it does. Let's get more with Sally Romano from PUBQUE with me in the studio. Sally, great to have you with us. It's a novel concept. How did you dream it up?
Well, it's actually the culmination of about 2 years' work. We have a trademarked methodology, True Publicity, and it's about really adding value to what journalists need and really, in some ways, driving the clients to get better information so that we can then supply that on.
What was behind trademarking it? Because it seems rather ironic. True, of all words in PR land, is that sort of emphasise that we are what we say we are. We're not just spinning a line that a lot of people are increasingly cynical over.
Yeah, there is an element of that, but it's also the acronym for the 4 channels that we use. And I mean, I'm a purist when it comes to publicity, and not any publicity is good publicity.
Is that not the case? If not, why not?
Well, I think you can get very bad publicity and it doesn't do your brand or your bottom line any good.
All right, because that's almost been the conventional wisdom, hasn't it, that any publicity is good publicity. What are those 4 then, in terms of an acronym for True?
Okay.
Break that down if you could.
So we have traditional media, so that's obviously your newspapers, radio, etc. We have referral partners, so that is, you can leverage any organisation or individual, and perhaps they're already talking to your target markets, or they hold a special credibility in the marketplace that you can leverage off. There's also unique media. We're so lucky to be doing business in these times because you can create your website, which is your flagship. There's blogs, there's all sorts of things you can do. Newsletters, I think, are incredibly powerful. So you can actually get your message out through that. And there's e-publishing. So that is information that you create and you put out on other people's websites.
When you say newsletters are increasingly, effective, how do you break through the mound of information we're bombarded with? It's not as if, the internet doesn't offer us enough without then getting something in the mail. Are those things actually read, and how do you know they are?
I've got 2 words. Yeah. Value, content.
Which, okay, they sound great words. What do they actually mean? Well,
so that is that you've got to provide your target market with information that they find useful, so that the content you provide is value. But the guarantee that we're offering is, in fact, with traditional media, which is traditionally difficult to get into.
How do you see this affecting your bottom line? Because you could go potentially in this environment for 3-6 months and not get a whimper from mainstream media.
Seriously, if that happened, we need to be doing something else.
Right.
Yeah. This is obviously calculated risk.
Yes.
And this is about working with clients and being selective with those clients and providing the media with really good content.
When you say being selective, is this to say you will reject some clients outright? Is this not like the old cab rank rule with lawyers that whoever comes through your door you give business to? Are you actually filtering that out, and how are you doing that?
Look, I think for clients to really succeed at publicity, they need to be, I say they need to be doing new to be newsworthy. You've got to do different and be different to get different. So there is an element of that. We do some coaching along those lines. But, if you want to get into the media, again, you have to offer value content. Journalists can't just cover any old dud story,
Somewhat beg to differ. Tell me about the idea of a high-risk strategy, as you call it. Is that tailored just for this environment, recognising we are in unique times and you have to think outside the square as a company, or was that born out some time ago, before the GFC?
I think the timing has been ideal, but it is actually something we've been working on for some time. Look, I think a reason that a lot of businesses don't do PR is because there is a very high perceived risk, and that is they're spending lots of dollars, perhaps for very little outcome. If they don't get the media coverage, they may consider that their money has gone down into a very expensive vacuum.
Yeah. All right, well, it's compelling, it's interesting, and there you have it. Publicity Queen, the Queen herself, Sally Romano. Thanks very much for coming in.
Carson.
Appreciate it. All right. Let's move on.